Oh, Hollywood, why? Why have you forced me to see The Fifth Wave? Why? I do not understand why I saw this movie. Okay, first of all, it's because Chloe Grace Moretz was in it. Not gonna lie. Truly, that is only one of the reasons why I saw this movie. Second reason why I saw this movie was because Nick Robinson was in it. He was in Jurassic World and The Kings of Summer, which is the poster I have back there. That is his best performance ever. He was pretty good in this, but it's just he worked with what he had. So he's an underrated actor, and I love him for it. I love his performances. So I liked seeing him acting again in recent movies, because The Kings of Summer came out in 2013. But besides that point of the people who are in this movie, the movie overall sucks completely. So basically, I'm gonna give you pretty much an outline of what the storyline is. So pretty much, The Fifth Wave is based off of apparently this best-selling novel. I don't know who it's by. I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who wrote the screenplay. But basically, there are these 5 waves that appear to be happening on planet Earth. And the first wave is, the power goes out. The second wave, there's all these earthquakes. The third wave, I think it's like all this water comes in, and it's like the ocean's tide rises and they collapse into the buildings. Then the fourth wave, they're among them. And then the fifth wave is when they inhabit the person's host. So you don't know who is who. And they call them the others, by the way. Very cliche. And so the others are these kids that apparently are aliens. And when you see the actual host that is growing inside of them, it didn't have any effect on me whatsoever, because it literally gives no effect to the plot. Because what I got from this movie is that they were just trying to tell a story from beginning to end, and there was no character development. There were actors that didn't deserve as much screen time as they did. I mean, even goddamn the fucking teddy bear in the movie that you see in the trailer throughout the whole movie, that got more screen time than the main kid in the movie. I mean, it was just flaw after flaw after flaw. There was no character build-up, like I said. It was just beginning straight to end. And I hated how they fucking did that with this movie. I knew it was going to be cheesy. I knew the critics reviewed it pretty bad. I just wanted to be able to see it so I could do it for you guys. So pretty much in the theater, there was a lesbian couple in front of us, and there was a kid that yelled out, "What are those?" when the kid showed their sandals. I was like, they were more interesting than the whole fucking plot of the movie. And I was wondering why this movie got made so that people could see aliens. They weren't even fucking aliens. They were humans with the parasite host growing inside of them. And it's just, I think it ruined the whole movie, because none of my friends liked it. I went with 3 other friends, and they all just laughed throughout the entire movie, and not in a good way that you would want. There's a couple of jokes in the movie, and that is it. Besides that, there's nothing really else that you can aim for, because it's just they don't give you a lot to work with. It's a cheesy, romantic, fight for survival kind of alien movie, and it works for what it is, but in a really cheesy, cliche way. And I just didn't like one thing about it. Although that's not true. Sorry, you guys. But what I didn't like about the movie was the whole first half. The whole first half, everybody seemed to enjoy. But besides that, I couldn't recommend it to anybody. The acting was not that great. The storyline was not that great. The only thing that was pretty cool were the explosions at the end. But even the fight scenes were brief, you guys. I mean, when Nick Robinson and that one chick that, was threatening to kill everyone for looking at her ass in the movie, no chemistry between them. They had it was 5-second fight scene, and there was, one good use of word dialogue in between that scene. And I didn't understand how that scene had anything to do with what the movie had to be about. I mean, I knew they were training, but it was literally 5 seconds. It's not like they showed a montage of them fighting and with other people, you know? I mean, they showed them training and stuff, but not with the fighting. So that's what really pissed me off. So it was tiny things like that, and then also the very choppy, cliche dialogue. And I keep saying cliche, because this movie is cliche. That, like, if you put the title instead of The Fifth Wave, you can title it The Fifth Cliche Thing they say in the movie, or something like that. It's all cliche. And there's this one scene where Chloe Grace Moretz is, like, she wakes up from her tent, and there's the sleeping bag next to her. He is gone. She walks over to the end of the forest, or whatever, the woods, and the guy's swimming in the lake without his shirt off, cleaning himself with water. And then they just start making out. I was like, what the hell is this? It's like 50 Shades of Grey, but with aliens, and not all the kinky shit. So I don't understand how there were random scenes that didn't make sense, random dialogue that was choppy, and it didn't flow whatsoever, and it's just, everything was bad about this movie, besides about the first half of the film. Besides that, like, I couldn't get past the fact that, why am I sitting in this theater right now? You know, like, every time the movie tried to do something better, it just brought it back down to 0. So instead of Michael Bay going from 0 to 100 and staying there and accelerating, he went from 0 to 50, and then 50 to 25, and then, like, 25 back to 0. So it's just, and it ended cheesy too. Like, the ending wasn't good. The whole first half of the movie was cool, especially the scene. My favorite scene was when she was going, how they explained the whole beginning, how the beginning scene fits with this one scene in the beginning middle part of the movie, and it's just, that was the coolest part. It's when she's walking up to the mini-mart food store, and there's the guy there, and she ends up killing him. That was cool. Although the fight scenes, that was my favorite scene, by the way, but the fight scenes between Chloe Grace Moretz and Rupert Evans, which is the real guy's name, who she makes out with in the movie, and Ben Parrish gets really jealous of, Nick Robinson's character, which there was a funny scene at the end between them, I'll give them that, so there were a couple of good jokes. But besides that, I mean, those fight scenes were good, but besides that, nothing really else, because the choreography, that's not a fucking word, the choreographed fight scenes between Rupert Evans and Chloe Grace Moretz, between Rupert Evans and the bad guys that were attacking Chloe Grace Moretz, those were good. Those were really well done fight scenes, and they really took their time on showing you that this dude can fight, because you find out something about him, which is kind of predictable halfway through the movie, and then you realize, you're like, oh, I should have gotten that, but I didn't realize, because I was too focused on Chloe Grace Moretz, or all the other side characters that didn't matter, or Jesus, even the fucking teddy bear. So I'm just saying, you know, there's a lot of flaws with this movie that really bothered me, but if all else fails, the movie did what it was set out to do, and that was to be an alien romantic flick. That's pretty much it. And I don't know what else to say about this movie, because everything I just said, you pretty much just saw this movie. If you saw the trailer, that's pretty much the whole movie, because the whole movie is about Chloe Grace Moretz trying to find her little brother, and her name is Cassie in the movie, and she's trying to find her brother Sam, and he gets taken on this bus, and basically the bus takes Sammy to this military site where they teach him how to train and fight the aliens, but you realize that they're not really aliens, and a lot of other stuff happens, and I don't want to give too much away, but pretty much the movie is what it is, and you're not going to get anything else out of it. So if you want to just go to the theater and just not have to think, this is the movie for you. If you want cheesy dialogue, cheesy make-out scenes that are predictable, and that don't give you a boner, you can go see this, or, you can see another movie. I don't know. But whatever you want to do, that's cool with me. I don't know. I just saw it so I can do a review for you guys, because I did a trailer review, so now I will be posting the movie review tonight. Also, be checking out for some other reviews. I think I'm going to do The Boy this weekend and Dirty Grandpa as well. So, in 2016 has not started out great. I will give you that for movies. I know it's going to be a really hyped year for movies, just the beginning, January and February. I'm not sure if there's going to be some good movies. I know Deadpool comes out in February, so that's going to be fucking awesome. I'm super psyched for that. I'm super excited for 10 Cloverfield Lane in March. And I'm getting better at my dates, guys, but I'm just saying, so 2016 is not a great start for movies, but I feel like it is going to get better once we get past all these bad, crappy movies. And we'll share the experience, guys. So that's pretty much all I have to say for this movie. I know this video is kind of long, but my movie reviews are always longer than my trailer reviews. So I hope you guys liked this trailer, or not, it's been a long day. I hope you guys liked this movie review for The Fifth Wave, starring Chloe Grace Moretz and Nick Robinson. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys again for watching. This is the Tempest Productions. You can subscribe today if you get the chance, or feel free to. If you want to leave a hate comment, go ahead. If you want to leave a like comment, that's cool too. I don't really care. It's just whatever you guys want to do. That's cool with me. That's pretty much it. Comment, rate, and like, you guys. Let me know what you thought of this movie, if you are going to see it, if you're not going to see it, and just overall your opinions about the movie, because I want to know, because I for sure didn't like it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, thank you for watching, and I love you guys, so stay classy.